last time, you guys took a short rest, kind of trying to build yourselves up. Therda came back, shouting through the peephole with Sephel, trying to figure out what the hell happened. You told these weird amphibious creatures, which, with your help, you guys eventually deduced were some kind of grung. And with the later use of some divine sense from Starcaller, you figured out were some kind of fiendish grung. They'd been mutated in some way. You guys took a little bit of time, preparing yourselves to perhaps move on, as Therda went to get the king and tell him what had happened. And as you rested, you had seen these red-eyed grung moving in the tunnels above the hot spring space, and you guys decided it was best to move on. And so you did. You continued forth and moved through the southeasterly tunnels, eventually branching off to the north, where you began to hear chanting. And as you emerged into this absolutely colossal cavern of a hot spring, it's humid, steamy area, kind of conforming and hiding around this odd hunchbacked figure. And as you guys crept forward, Starcaller moved in quite quickly and stealthily to find that it was Elder Horndye, someone you hadn't necessarily met before, but someone who was very important to the grung people that you had seen very sporadically throughout the Greater Kingdom above. And he seemed to be part of a council that was very informative and of use to the king from before. How he managed to get down here, you do not know. What he was doing, you kind of found out. He seemed to want the whatever this Sagua, the Emperor of Filth, to come forward and empower them again. They were tired of being the cleaners of the kingdom. And so, as you guys engaged with him, Artomis landing a couple of very deft blows to begin with, grung descended from the ceiling, beginning to swarm upon you. And as Horndye was trying to kind of scamper away, Starcaller ran up, grung about their neck, trying to stab them, took a couple swings. And as Horndye laid upon his knees, took a dagger, signaled to the others, cut his own throat, and begged for Sagua to empower them. And as they threw themselves back into the slawed tadpole, they were dragged out, the screams, the crunching of bone, until finally this withering mass kind of congealed and moved to bloom into this gargantuan, horned, monstrous toad. And I've already had everybody roll for initiative because we are straight back into it. This monstrous creature. Its poisonous belly back with all these little slawed faces producing this kind of poisonous ichor that moves down its body, spreading into the pool around it. You can see from its fanged maw this tongue slicking back and forth. It seems to be incredibly long. At the top of the order, as this monster arises, we have Scylla. What's going through Scylla's mind right now?
I mean, this is like repeating what I think happened to her entire civilization underwater, with this gargantuan creature, probably extremely powerful, probably too powerful for this group to take down. And she's like feeling helpless, and probably really scared that she's about to lose everyone in this room, including herself. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say. And so, how does that affect her in these 6 seconds that make up your round here? How does Scylla react?
Oh man. I mean, I think she's gonna yell out. Man, Starcaller's really right up there, isn't he?
Yeah, Starcaller's right on the edge of this pool. How far away are you from this massive creature?
Not very far, about 35 feet.
35 feet away. Weth right behind you.
Okay, so I think she's got to get. I mean, this creature is so big and we're so small that I think there is some benefit to like. We're tiny, like maybe maybe they're a little clueless. She's gonna pick her trident up and swirl, like twist it around through the air, and cast fog cloud centered on this beast.
Okay.
To try and obscure its vision to hopefully give everyone time to run for the exit.
Just out of curiosity, what's the radius there?
The radius of the fog cloud is 20 feet. So I suppose the best thing to do would be to actually position the fog cloud between us and the creature.
Okay. Yeah, because they're far larger than 20 by 20. In fact, with the squares that they are... Nope, not the thing I want. The squares that they are taking up, they are about like 25, almost 30 feet across in every which way. So,
I think if I could put it in such a way as like wherever its head is and its vision like looking down at us, I want the fog cloud between its vision and us.
Okay, so you kind of want it up in the air. All right. I'm gonna have this token of a grung representing that. We'll kind of have it up here. 20-foot radius. All right, I'll keep it here. So you cast this space kind of clogging up, hopefully trying to blind it a little bit there. What else are you doing here?
I'm going to run for the direction we came from, and I'm going to wait in this hall for
Scylla,
everyone to hopefully run and join.
Scylla starts running. All right, that is the end of their turn. Next up is the demon. And as this fog cloud starts obscuring its own form, even from the sight of you all, you can still hear its mass. You can hear it. The splashing of it. You just hear this massive rumbling voice. Find you. And its mass, you can hear it. It starts moving forward 5, 10, 15, 20 feet forward. Its head starting to peer out from this fog cloud. And it's going to take its especially long tongue and just throw it out at you, Artomis. And is going to try and grapple you. I need you to make a strength check.
Whew, okay.
Oof.
Is this pure strength or athletics?
You can add your athletics to it.
I'll take it. Dirty 20.
Okay. I rolled a nat 20 for a total of a 32. And its large tongue just wraps around you and rips you back towards its large maw. And you go flying straight into it, disappearing into its gullet. Sorry, I lost your token there. And you land inside. You can feel the acid pooling around you. And as you quickly try to wipe away your eyes, you just see all these tadpole-like faces appearing inside of its skin, trying to emerge from it. You can see the horrid, twisted form of Horndye kind of half submerged within the inside of the belly of this beast. He's just Sog you. Thank you for blessing me. This sight is so horrifying. I need you to make a madness check.
Oh boy, my first time.
And this just using the madness score?
Yes, it is.
Alrighty. That is a 14.
You just make it. You manage to compose yourself. You feel your nerves starting to slip until finally you pull yourself together. And that is all of this demon's turn. Next up is Weth. Weth kind of looks back towards Sephel's stool and Scylla, and then feels the wet slobber of this tongue wrap around Artomis, draw them into the belly of it, and just immediately rages. And is going to charge in towards the water. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You can see that they're like up to their knees, but they are in there, and they are going to take a couple swings at this demon. First swing is a hit, and that is going to do 11 points of damage to this massive beast. You can just see this small cut appear, but as it does, there's like this slight blowback in their face as this like ichor, this poisonous ichor that's coming down their body spews back, and they take a point of poison damage. And then it is their second swing. That is a nat 1. It bounces off the hide. Third swing. Oh, nope, can't do a third swing because they raged. Okay. That is the end of Weth's turn. They stand at the feet of this massive creature, swinging away. Artomis, it's your turn. You stand on this slippery, like, tongue and belly-like surface inside. You see about 15 feet away from you is the half-absorbed form of Horndye, and then all about you on the other surfaces you can just see what looks like tadpoles, slawed tadpoles, like trying to breach through the skin, the lining of the stomach towards you. What do you do?
Well, let's live spicy. Elder Horndye, it seems we were not yet finished. And seeing that he is like kind of a part of the tummy area, I guess. Am I in the stomach or am I in the mouth? Let me get
You're
that straight.
in the stomach, but weirdly, it's not like you can see there's a very short amount of throat before you can see the mouth, and as it's opening, you can see like the outside, but you would have to climb up about 15 feet, and then who knows about how far out. It's hard to gauge because it is moving. The surface is kind of difficult to get around.
Cool. I'm gonna slide my shield off. And I'm gonna take a slash as hard as I can at this inside of the stomach. I assume just like I'm going like right through like where Horndye is being absorbed into the stomach wall is my aim here.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I'm still at disadvantage because I'm poisoned.
Mm-hmm. Wait, before you do, you should have gotten a save at the end of your turn last time from that poison, so I need you to make a con check real quick. You can keep those rolls.
Oh, neat. All right, con check, that's a 13.
You are no longer poisoned, so this swing is at regular, not disadvantage.
Ooh. Well, that makes this 21 much more interesting.
Nice. It is a hit.
All right. I am gonna go ahead and divine smite on this strike.
Damn right you are.
Yeah, that's my boy.
That's my boy.
Right. Let me gather my d8s.
All of
Gather
them.
all the d8s. You're going to need it.
Yes.
And is this a fiend?
You're not sure. I'm calling it a demon, but you haven't identified it.
I mean, but for the sake of addressing the extra 1d8 of damage on its smite,
Yes.
you know, we're all friends here, Will. I mean,
Yes.
Oh, that's here.
Keep your secrets, but we all fucking know this. Let's be very clear. I was asking out of courtesy.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
it's a demon. It's a fiend.
all right, that's 11 points of necrotic, and ooh, I like that. I like that a lot.
Sounded
That's-
good.
Yeah, that is 23 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
Okay.
Honestly, you're kind of in a good spot in the stomach. Kind of cozy. You know, what's gonna happen to you in
Yeah,
there?
a fight from both fronts. This is kind of the way to do it.
Yeah.
You take Dawn's Edge. You slice down in. You manage to cut through the bit horned eye that still kind of exists as its own entity, and where it connects in there, that necrotic energy just kind of sinks through, creating this opening, and then you feel this surge of divine smite come through you, and you sink in Dawn's Edge even further, and then there's just this explosion, and you can feel the stomach starting to like as you are expelled, thrown out from the stomach because of the massive damage. You did double damage. You did 46 points of radiant damage.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
That's what we're talking about.
cast you from its stomach, propelling you all the way back to the surface. And there we go. And you are thrown down. You are prone currently, but you are now
will
out of
take
the
it.
stomach. All right. You've still got a little bit of movement, so you can get up now if you want to.
Yes, I will go ahead and stand up, if I could.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I think that does exhaust my available options.
Cool. All right. Next up in the order is Sephel. Sephel, you saw your friend get swallowed, and then moments later just erupted back out.
Did he see... I mean, Starcaller was inside the thing, but did he see, like, the burst of radiance and the fact that it actually got hurt?
You saw what looked like a flashbang go off, like this bright light for a glistening second, and then just him being ejected from the mouth of this massive creature.
Okay. Sephel is having, like, massive flashbacks to the beaches of Sloopadoop, watching Demogorgon rise.
When you stormed
Yeah, I know.
the beaches.
It's like
when
fucking
you ran
D-Day.
from the beaches.
It's Demon Day. Well, that's exactly it. All, like, he's having flashes of just running through Sloopadoop, like watching buildings get destroyed, bodies flung, like being in that sense of helplessness when he didn't have his voice or his spells. And he pulls his staff to his side and grips it, like, tightly. If it was his wooden staff, he would probably break it. And he says, he looks to his lapel where the spider is just sort of sitting, peeking over the edge. We could do nothing. I will not feel helpless again. And he slams Celestia into the ground, and the top of it shatters and spins and whirls around as he uses 3 charges to cast minute meteors. And he is going to run forward like 10 or 15 feet and launch 2 of the meteors at this thing.
All right.
So they are just dexterity saving throws.
Okay. Well, this massive creature is going to be real dexterous.
It's going to be 2 of them.
That is a 12 on the first one
Fails.
and a 4 on the second one.
So it fails on both, so it is going to take all 4d6.
Okay.
Not the worst d4s I've rolled. Certainly not the best. 12 points of fire damage.
Okay. You see your minute meteors blast into the side of this demon, and as it does, that poison that was kind of oozing down its body erupts into kind of this slag, and it starts dripping down off of its body. It just kind of shies away, moves a little bit. It's like Godzilla in here, just then moves back, kind of swaying. That slag that is now burning and dripping off its body is like falling kind of close towards Weth, and you can see them trying to like dodge out of the way of it, but you seem to have done a little bit of damage.
Okay. Alright. Fire. Maybe not the best choice, but it was something.
Is that the entirety of your turn?
That is my turn.
Beautiful turn. Next up is Stool, and Stool is just flabbergasted. If he could make facial expressions, that's what would be going on. But he just starts running. He's going to double move, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 60. Comes up, runs past Sephel, and he's like, I will protect you, Sephel. I won't lose you too. And starts running towards the water's edge.
This is
and
where
that
Stool
is
dies.
their turn.
Maybe Stool's the main character.
Finally happening, y'all. Yeah, we're all like, this is just an anime where Stool's been the main character the whole time, and we all just have a god complex. We think it's about us, and he's about to go Super Saiyan.
Are we the NPCs?
Yes.
Yeah.
We were always the NPCs.
You all hear far, far in the distance what sounds like an explosion, and you can feel the cavern rumble a bit as something far in the distance has exploded. And we are back up at the top of the order with Scylla.
Yeah, I think Scylla, she was like having this really frightened moment. She cast Fog Cloud trying to get everyone covered to leave, and then she looks over her shoulder and everyone has chosen to stay and fight. So I think she feels a little bit of shame there, and then she decides that this is it. This is the moment. Even if it's just these 5 people, that this would be worth it. So she's going to cast Dimension Door. And she's going to appear on the head of the
shit
creature.
Freaking beautiful. I'm gonna put you a little bit above it just so you don't disappear above its token. But yeah, I imagine you appear in this brimstone-esque cloud. Is that your entire action?
No. So she peers on its head, and it has these horns above its eyes. She's going to grab onto. I want to action surge, and then I want to attack, and I want to attempt to blind it by stabbing it through the eye with my trident.
Ooh,
hell
God,
yeah!
this is a sick ass image. Yeah, you appear, you land, you swing, you grab the horn, you're trying to stab down towards the eye. Yeah, attack, dude. Do it.
Okay. Here we go. First attack. 22 to hit.
That is a hit.
And because I think this is important, I want to make it a trip attack just because it adds damage.
Okay. Yeah. What is that? A strength check for me? Generally?
Yes. DC,
Okay.
Yeah, DC 15.
Natural 20 for... Yeah, so it's not
That's
tripped,
fine.
but you sink into the large red eye of this creature.
And that's... Can I say that with a free action, I threw my shield into the water? I don't think I'm going to need it.
Yeah, I kind of picture like you appeared, and as you were trying to like gain your balance, you kind of discarded the shield, came down with the trident to steady yourself. So yeah, sure.
Okay. 13 piercing.
13 piercing damage. Okay, you stab into its eye. It growls. It doesn't seem blinded quite yet, but it is definitely hurting, and you can see it's like trying to blink, but I imagine your trident's kind of in the way. Do you have a second attack?
Well, I do, and I will do the same eye.
All right.
That is a 25 to hit.
That's a hit.
And I'm just gonna do that. Let's do. I'm gonna do the menacing attack. Actually, it's a Wisdom saving throw.
It is not frightened.
10 more piercing.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
All right, yeah, that eye is looking pretty mangled up at this point. Did you make a distinction, left or right?
In my mind, it was like
The
if
one
you're
you can see in
looking-
the image?
yeah, the one I can see in the image exactly.
Okay, so it'd be its
Left.
left eye if you were on the top. Yeah. So you went for the left eye. It's now seeming like it's having a hard time looking in there. As you end your turn, I'm assuming that's it for your turn, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. As you're standing there, you see all those tadpole heads behind you. One of them just bursts like a pustule, and this poison shatters everywhere. You take, as it lands upon you, 5 points of acid damage. Starts sinking through your armor. All right. Next up's the demon's turn. And it is going to... oh man, I got so much stuff I can do here. It is going to take one of its large, meaty front arms and just slam it down upon Weth. Yeah, that's an absolute hit. And Weth is going to take... Nice. Weth is going to take 20 points of bludgeoning damage. But they are raging, so that's not going to be as bad. So you see this large fist come down, slam into Weth. They kind of take it. They roll kind of with the punch. However, it does come around and try to slam at them again. That is another hit. And that is 19 points of bludgeoning damage. Kind of throwing Weth around. And then for their last attack action, they are going to make a bite attack at Weth. And that is also a hit. And that one is going to be this massive maw just comes down. Where's my... There it is. That is 23 points of piercing damage.
Jesus.
But they are doing all right because they are meant to take that. And that is the end of their turn. All right, it's Weth, and Weth is just screams back. And is going to swing right back, just trying to go at these arms. First swing, that is a miss. Second swing, that's also a miss. That was a 4 and a 3. Third, that is just going to do it with that. Where's my D8? And does 9 points of slashing damage as they came back with the sword. Okay. Not a great turn for Weth, admittedly, but they managed to take a couple hits. Next up, Artomis. You have just been thrown back down. You've stood back up, this massive creature. You see Scylla appear, stabbing at its eyes. What do you do?
Actually, a theoretical question for you here, Will.
Yeah.
Could I attach a stick of dynamite to a ballista bolt? Asking for a friend.
It would be your turn to tie it to it, but yeah, you could do it.
Can you remember how much damage does the dynamite do?
Christ, what did I say last
Was
time? I don't think we actually dealt with
I think it was
damage
like
last time.
fireball.
I wrote
Yeah.
3d6 fire damage lit and thrown within 5 feet.
Yeah, so
But I don't think
3d6 fire damage then.
So half the fireball.
The math is not with us yet. I pat my dynamite soon. So soon, my sweet baby.
Soon, my friend.
Okay.
But for now,
I love where your head's at, though.
Oh yes, we are fully activated. I'm going to back up, taking position by the stalactite over to the west here. I imagine Artemis kind of throwing himself against, using it to steady his aim as he brings up a big bolt and takes a shot for that same eye that Scylla is playing with.
All right.
baby.
Don't hit Scylla.
It's fine. It's worth it.
Just imagine fighting this thing with Scylla skewered to its
Yeah,
eyeball.
right.
Yeah,
Don't roll a natural 1.
no, I didn't. That's a 17, but I'm not sure if that's good enough. So
It's
I am
not.
going to... But I am going to channel Divinity.
Yeah, he didn't hear that.
Okay.
Plus
okay.
10 to hit. It's a 27.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
yes, that's a hit.
Hey.
I would very much
that-
like this to hit.
Yeah, you see the bolt is starting to veer off, but then all of a sudden it has like this strange arc as it goes and plants itself into the eye.
Just kidding.
Oops, it's a heat-seeking
oh.
missile.
Oh, hell yeah. That's
hell yeah.
11 points of piercing, 10 points of force, and 2 points of radiant.
Holy shit.
23 points of damage. The 3, or what was it, 2 or 3 on that last one? 2, right?
2 points of radiant.
Okay, so that becomes that. All right, 25 total points of damage to this beastie. Nice. This bolt launches into it. No, my eye. Its voice just echoing throughout the chamber, and it is now blind in one eye, which will give it some difficulty attacking. Good job, my dude.
Heck yeah. But that big bolts do take my full action to shoot, so that is all I got skis this turn.
Okay. All right, Sephel, you are up. This creature is now blinded in one eye. You saw the combined actions of Scylla and Artomis as they laid into it. Seems to be having a hard time there. What do you do?
So Sephel is catching on to the pattern. He is going to step up a little bit, getting a little bit closer to that, to the coast of that pool. He's going to line up a shot on the maimed eye, and he's just going to launch a celestial burst at it.
Okay.
So that is just a straight attack roll. Okay, that is a 21 to hit,
That is a hit.
and that does max fucking damage. 8 points of, wait for it, radiant damage
Ooh.
to the left eye. And then, because bonus action, he knows that it didn't do as much, but it still did something. He's going to launch 2 more meteors.
Okay.
Still at the eye.
Dexterity save, right?
Dex save, yes.
First one is a 18.
That does save.
Okay. Second one. Nice. Now I'm rolling hot. Natural 20.
Okay, so they both save, so they take half damage on both.
Okay.
So the first one is 3 points. 4 points.
Make
And
up your
the-
mind.
My mind is fine, my math is what sucks. 4 points on both, so I would imagine 2 points on both, which would be 4 total.
Okay. Yeah, these small explosions erupt near the eye that you were going for, the right eye. All right, is that your turn?
That is my turn.
All right, next up is Stool, who you guys can kind of hear is like sad and angry at the same time. It's like, you will not take my friends. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 just manages to get in on this creature and is going to start slamming at him. Slamming. First one is a hit. That is going to be... that is 8 points of bludgeoning damage. Sorry, I've got my calculator out. That gives in. Second swing. Yeet die. That is a miss, and that is Stool's turn. They run up trying to beat the crap out of this demon. Another thing happens somewhere in the distance. And we're back up at the top of the order with Scylla. This is round 3.
Okay, Scylla's gonna use her movement, all 30 feet of it, to slowly get from one eye to the other on top of the head.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gonna stab at the one that is still working. And this is gonna be another menacing attack, so it'll be a whiz save.
Okay. If you hit,
Yeah, if I hit.
you probably will. Damn it.
I don't think I did because I rolled a 13, so instead I'll do a precision attack, so I'll add a D.
Babe Ruth, switch it up in the swing.
Ooh, only an 18 to hit. Which I don't think
You just hit the AC.
hell yeah. Okay. Okay, so this one's gonna be 12 points of piercing.
Okay. You
And she
stab into
swings
the
her
eye.
trident down. Yeah, and this is like a two-handed, kind of like a plunge with the trident, like straight down.
Yeah, it's rocking back.
Okay. And let's try this again. That's an 18.
That's another hit.
Okay, this one will be menacing,
Okay.
so that'll be a whiz save.
That is a 19.
Okay, yeah, they're fine. 18 points of piercing.
Ooh, very nice. Yeah, its eye is looking pretty rough at the moment, but it can still see. You can see the pupil as you rip out the trident again, just like turns towards you. All right, is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. You feel it start to like bunch in on itself, and you can feel its body's tension as it's and this explosion occurs across its back. I need you and let's see here. Bump, 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 bump. Yeah. Sephel, Weth, Stool, and Scylla, everybody within a 50-foot radius, to make a dexterity saving throw as this explosion of poison launches off of its back.
Oh boy.
Which save? Sorry.
Dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
12.
What'd you get, Scylla? Ooh, that's a fail. Okay, what'd you get there, Sephel?
13.
Okay. Yeah, that's another fail. Jeez. Oh, boy. All right, you both take 32 points of poison damage, or acid damage. I guess I don't think poison counts as that.
Those are two separate things, and I need you to tell me which one it is.
Well, does poison count as like an elemental attack? I don't
Yes.
think it technically does. Okay, so it's poison.
Okay. So I
yes,
take
you take
16
half that.
points, and am therefore not unconscious.
Big difference.
And what was I going to say here? Yeah, no, that should be it. Yeah, that was its turn. Oh, wait, no, I need to roll for Stool and Weth. What am I doing? That's what I was trying to think of. They both also fail. So Weth takes the full 32 because they don't have resistance to that. Weth is not looking good. Stool is also not looking great, but they're decently resistant. Okay. Next up in the order is Weth, who is going to continue to slam away. Yeah, reckless attacks. Why didn't I say that before? That was so stupid. First one's a miss because I can't roll super great. Second one is a hit. does 10 points of damage. And then third and final swing is also a hit and does another 6 points of damage, continuing to just try and dig into these legs. All right, that is their turn. Artemis, you are up. You see your friends have just had this deluge of poison rain down upon them.
I was like, this is getting quite serious. He's gonna reach into his pocket, pull out one of the healing potions. I'm gonna pop that as a bonus action real quick.
Okay. So you're gonna roll for that.
Yes, please. Yeah. Alright, so that's 6 plus 2 is an extra 8, which is quite nice in these trying times.
Good.
And then he's going to just drop that bottle, flip around to the other side of the stalactite, and then I'm going to knock... Yeah, I'm going to shoot 2 small bolts to take advantage of this divine favor while it lasts.
Okay. You still keeping track of your ammunition, right?
Yep, we are
Good
pretty
man.
low on those little guys.
After Artemis is Sephel, just so you know.
That's a 21 to hit for the first shot.
That is a hit.
Alrighty. Ooh, I like that. That is... No, let me double check my math here before I say anything. So, yep.
Yeah.
That is 13 points of piercing, 3 points of force, and 2 points of radiant.
Gotcha, jeez. So 18 points of damage total. No. Double that. 20 points of damage there. Nice.
Alright, and little guys, I'm going to take a second shot.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm not sure if that's good. That is... Oh no. That is a 17.
That is a miss.
Not enough.
So it hits, but it's just not enough force behind it to penetrate that thick, rubbery hide.
And Artemis is going to call out, if anyone has any tricks up their sleeves, now would be a very good time.
I thought I was all ready to. Oh, okay.
All right, Sephel, you are up.
Yeah, I sure am. I don't want it. I am going. Oh god, I am not gonna. How fucking stupid am I?
I don't know. How wet and wild do you want to get here?
Not that.
How wet and
wild.
wild.
Pretty wet. I'm pretty wet and I'm not enjoying it.
You're moist.
I don't see how that's possible. But okay.
Oh, that's gross. I am going to pull a greater healing potion, and I'm going to use a full-on action to pound that baby.
Okay.
So I'm just going to get the full deal, because that poison wasn't great.
Fair enough.
So that's gone, and then I will use a bonus action to launch. Did we finish off the second eye?
No.
Okay. I'm going to launch my last 2 meteors from the staff at the right eye. So dexterity saving throws, please.
Another natural 20 on the first
you.
one. And the second one is a 19.
Okay, so both save. So I'll just do the halving. The first one only is 2 fire damage. And oh, okay, good roll. 8, so the second one is 4.
Okay, yeah. Launches into it. Its eye still seems functional for the moment.
Okay, and
are you out of meteors now? You get like
I
6 per charge, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
6 per charge, so that was the last one. And Yeah, we didn't really have a spot to mark the charges on this thing, but I used 3 out of 10 charges on the staff. So
I think if you click on the item, the charges should come up, hopefully.
It is because it's a custom item, there's no, like, tick boxes for the charges.
It had them before, dang it. Alright, I'll look at that later. No,
but that's fine.
big deal.
So I used 3 of the 10, that's fine. And then I'm going to... I don't like being this close anymore, so I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to post up behind that stalagmite to the north with Starcaller. Get a little bit of cover there.
Alright. Next up is Stool, who is right beside Weth at the feet of this creature and is going to attempt to slam them. First one is a miss, second one is a hit. And they do... Where are my die? There they are. And they do... Nice. They do 15 points of bludgeoning damage. Kind of digging in. You can see the blows, like, indenting the rubbery skin before they pull back, and the skin just comes back in there. But Stool is just... same as Weth, screaming and wailing. Another...
Is this thing looking hurt at all?
It's looking pretty hurt. Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah, everybody likes that. Everybody does. You guys hear what sounds like yelling coming from the tunnel beyond, and you see appearing, running through to the very bottom of the entrance to this cavern, is King Boletaire and Sir Laertes, and behind them you can see more soldiers coming towards you. But that is where they make it to, and you can just see the king. Dear gods! Sir Laertes! To arms! And Sir Laertes like raises his spear up, and you can hear the chanting of the Scale Guard behind them. We are back up at the top of the order with Scylla, however.
Okay, Scylla is standing, surfing on top of this creature. I'm gonna bonus action Greater Healing Potion.
Oh god, I should have had you taking poison damage for every time you were up there. I keep forgetting to do that, but it's okay. Keep going.
Okay, that's 14 points of healing.
Yep.
And then I would like to... I think she's gonna... Because that eye is still working.
Mm-hmm.
I want to reach into my bag and pull out a flask of the holy water and pour it into the eye socket.
Oh, shit!
Ooh,
Like,
okay.
Spicy.
All right.
Seemed to work well for a Starcaller, so...
Does the does it say any damage about it if used in that way on the item? I don't think it does.
It says, in either case, make a ranged attack against a target creature, treating the holy water as an improvised weapon. If the target is a fiend or undead, it takes 2d6 radiant.
Okay.
Nice.
Make that attack.
Oh my god. I have a point of inspiration for my use of Wall of Water. I would like to use that in this moment, please.
All right, burn that inspiration.
Now's
That's
the
what you
time.
want.
Now's the time.
That was a nat 1, so we're just gonna do that again. That is so much better. That's a 19 plus 5 for 24.
Yes.
That's a hit.
It's only 4 radiant damage, but I'm hoping pouring into
Okay.
eye socket. You know?
Yep, that definitely hurts it quite a bit. Okay. You can see it, the eye squeezes shut now as it sinks into its eye socket.
Now, I would argue that's an attack action. Can I do another attack?
I'll give it to you.
Hell yeah. Might not matter. Yep, that's just a 17, and I'm out of superior.
That is a miss. Yeah, it bounces off the rubbery hide. Well, now is the
I would
blinded-
actually like to move.
Oh yeah, where are you moving to? Because I need to roll some damage for you if you stay on him.
Yeah, I think now that it's blinded, Scylla will walk away from it and dive into the water.
Okay, you're gonna dive into the sludgy water. No worries. You dive all the way down off of its back into the water. You can get about 10 feet away from where your token is, so you can get to like the edge, technically, where your token sits if you want.
Oh, cool. So I'll just be right there. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Next up is the blinded demon's turn, who is going to. He knows, he feels that you have jumped away. However, he feels Weth and Stool beating at their feet, so he's going to take 2 swings and a bite. So first swing at disadvantage is going to be at Stool. Still a hit against Stool with a 23. And the damage here ain't gonna be great. 15 points of bludgeoning damage. Second swing. It is still a hit with an 18. And that is 21 points of damage, and Stool is unconscious and dying. Let me... I gotta move the token a little bit so I can get to Stool and put a little Scully on him. And now it is going to try and bite Weth at disadvantage. Oh my gosh, now I'm rolling rocks. Okay, gets him with a 22. And that is going to be... Where are my dice? So many dice on my tray. That is 24 points of piercing damage. Down to that. It's 12. And they are going to swallow Weth. And you see Weth just get thrown into the gullet of this demon. And it is now Weth's turn. Weth is now inside, seeing the horrors that Starcaller had seen just a little while ago. And
Would not recommend.
Yeah, they're going to need to make a madness check. And they do have to score. They friggin' fail. So they are now suffering from short-term madness. Who wants to roll a D100 for me?
I'll do it.
No, go ahead.
Okay. I called it first. Fuck off.
Why don't you could each roll one?
No.
Somebody roll the 10s and the 1s.
Oh, we can do that.
No,
You want
good.
10s or 1s, Andrew?
I want 10s.
All right.
This is what we call a compromise.
Wow.
It's a win-win.
Nice.
Thanks, Sam.
The great negotiator. I got 70.
I got 2.
Ooh.
72. The character does whatever anyone tells him or her to do that isn't obviously self-destructive, so Weth just now sits inside the stomach, just like unsure of what to do. And that is their turn. They now stand there.
That's a terrible madness to have when no one can see you.
Yep, and Sam, since the boys rolled for me, roll me a d10.
Oh, okay. 7.
They're going to suffer with that madness for the next 7 minutes.
That's cool.
Yeah, ain't it?
That's cool. Seems good. Not a problem.
They're chilling.
Yeah, they're doing great. Okay, next up is Artomis.
Ooh. All right. I'm gonna pop out from my little stalactite crouching spot.
Sorry, I just forgot that Weth, because they finished their turn inside the gullet, is going to take acid damage, residual acid damage for being in there. They take 4 points of acid damage, and they're barely still conscious.
As you do.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, continue with your turn.
But it could be a lot better. I'm gonna line up. If this is my final turn of Divine Favor, so just that slight hum of radiant energy. I'm gonna take 2 shots with my last 2 small pellets. I think they're both at advantage because the creature is blinded.
Yep.
Let's play ball. That is a 27 to hit on the first.
That's a hit. Sephel, you're up next, by the way.
Yep.
That is 13 points of piercing, 2 points of force, and 3 points of radiant.
Okay. You did 21 total points of damage to it, and it...
I will continue to hunt you down. Whether you destroy me or not, I will have your flesh for salt you are.
Roll your second attack, bud.
Oh, I certainly will.
You're rolling with advantage, right?
Oh, I sure am. And it's very nice. And that is a 25 to hit.
That's a hit.
Well, I like that a lot. That is a 14 points of piercing, 1 of force, and 4 points of radiant.
Okay, that is 23 points of total damage, if I believe my math is correct. Alright, it is looking really messed up. This gargantuan creature, you can see its limbs kind of buckling. It's looking rough.
Sephel, send it back to the abyss.
Yeah, how good do we think this thing is at con, say?
It is very large. So, like, really, really good.
Okay. I am gonna try a thing anyway, because it's what I have. Oh, actually, here is a really good question. No, I don't think I can use that on myself. No, so I am going to use... So 10-foot radius. I'm going to target the creature's head, because this thing is so large, in a 10-foot radius. And I'm going to cast Magnify Gravity at 3rd level.
Okay.
So it needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
That's a 29.
Okay. It still takes half damage.
Okay.
So all I have to do is roll really well.
Let's go.
That is pretty good. Really good. Okay. So after it's halved, it still takes 11 points of force damage. That is my entire turn.
Alright, Stool needs to make a death saving throw. That is a 9, so that is 1 fail for Stool. Next up is the King Laertes in the Scale Guard. They start moving in. King Volataire says, "Judge!" Moving in, double moving. Sir Laertes not far behind, and the Scale Guard coming with... They are coming in, swords drawn. A couple have some bows out, but they are double moving to get into position. All right, and that is their turn. Scylla, you are up.
So Scylla dove into the water, and I imagine that she saw Weth get taken into the mouth and swallowed.
This creature is so large, I'm going to say you didn't.
Okay. Then I think the best thing for her is going to be to... I want to swim around so that I can get, like, in a better distance toward its, like, chest and torso.
Yeah. As you arrive there, you see that Weth is no longer there.
Okay. Well, not much I can do about that. But I will attack with my trident. That's a 19.
That is a hit.
For just 6 points of piercing.
Okay.
And then I will attack again with a nat 20.
Nice.
Now we're talking.
Roll that damage. Roll that damage.
That is 7 plus the base damage of 8 for 15.
Describe your kill.
Yes!
Hell yeah!
Kill that demon!
Yeah, no, she swims around to the front of this monster, sees that Weth is no longer there, and I think she's using the trident with like 2 rapid stabs, and on the second one she gets those barbs in and she rips it down and tears its stomach down. So like it just rips open and Weth probably falls out.
We're not gonna go that far.
But describe it, Will.
Yeah, right.
I
Describe
said
your will, but
describe
not
the
the
kill. Don't describe what happens narratively now. Yeah, the creature its stomach rips open with your trident stabs and the barbs ripping its flesh. This hole comes out. This acid just starts splashing into the water. Its body collapses on its side, its mouth agape. However, Weth does not fall out and is still taking damage inside, and Stool is still also taking damage. And because they're in the middle of death saving throws, we're going to take this round by round. Scylla, that was your move. Next would have been the demon. They are dead. Next up is Weth, who is now unconscious and rolls a 16, so they have 1 success. Artomis, you have seen the creature fall. What do you do?
So close to being able to do what I want to be able to do. I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna have to dash in order to get up to Stool.
Okay.
But I imagine him running up and like kind of like bending down like knee high in like the muck, putting hands on him and preparing to lay on hands at his next opportunity.
Okay. Sephel, you are up.
Okay. Do I have to? No visual on Weth.
Definitely not from your position behind the stalagmite.
Well, no. No, so he'll start wading into the edge. Where did Scylla start ripping open this sort of, I guess,
about where Weth's token is still residing on the map. That's where you see kind of like the gut is facing. I will rotate the beast so it's kind of like the belly is facing towards you guys.
I don't really have anything to cut with, so he's just sort of gonna like shove his staff like into the tear that Scylla's already making, and I guess just use the haft of it to try to like pull, even if that only serves to give her advantage on the next cut.
Did you need to double move to get up on this guy?
That is a good question. I did not check that. Yes, I would have had to actually, so I probably could not do that.
So you're prepping to get your staff in there. All right. Next up is Stool. He has 1 fail. I'm kind of half tempted to have someone else roll the death saves here, just to be cruel, but I won't.
We can do that.
That is a 13. That is 1 success. Next up is the king and Laertes and the others, and the king's just like, "My Bahamut, my friends, how have you done this?" But sees like Artomis still like leaning down, so he's still running forward. Same with Laertes, who is actually going to cast a healing word towards Stool. And give Stool back max 12 hit points. So Stool just, you can see the spores starting to billow out. It's like, okay, I heard a lot. Some things feel broken. And the rest of the scale guard is moving up. We are back up the top of the order with Scylla.
I'm going to use my trident to... actually, no. I'm going to swap to my hand axe and try to chop through the stomach lining.
Yeah, you manage to chop through, and Weth's body just slops out, but is now in the water, which is up to your knees. So technically, they're just kind of like semi-submerged and floating there.
Okay.
But you managed to get them out of the stomach.
Okay, I think that's all I can do because I can't use a bonus action to help them with an item, I don't think. So that's it.
They have another death saving throw then. That is a 4. That is a failure. So they Stool is all set. Weth has 1 success, 1 failure. Next up is Artomis.
All right. Stool is now stable from my boy Laertes. I'm going in that demon mouth. I'm going down for Weth.
Weth is now
She
out
just
and
fell
basically
out.
next.
Dang it.
They just fell out.
Now you're becoming Sam. What is this, guys? Stay with me.
Look, it's...
There's a lot of things going on, Will.
Don't take it personally, Will. We just don't like you.
I get that all the time.
It's just like
Anyways.
sometimes all we hear is the like Charlie Brown.
Wah, 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 wah.
Oh, no, his face!
You
His
all
face!
die. The frog explodes. TPK. Done with this podcast.
Demogorgon comes in too?
Yeah, the real Sagua appears. Go ahead.
Oh my.
I'm like switching focus as Laertes brings Stool back to consciousness. I'm gonna lunge over at the freshly emerged Weth and put 5 points of lay on hands into her, or into them, I should say.
They take a deep breath. Their eyes blinking slowly. Some of their wounds have healed, but they still kind of like float in the water. You above them, having put this healing hand on them, and the king. You guys drop out of initiative, so since nobody has died. The king comes over and is like, "What is this beast?"
This, my king, is the Lord of Filth.
And that's where we'll end it today.
Oh man, is that the time? We're overdue for another check-in with you fine listeners. Thanks as always for being here right up to the outro. We really appreciate that. You will never believe this, but we recently hit our 1-year podcast anniversary and 3,500 downloads. It's truly been a blast. We're having just a grand old time, and we look forward to another 50 episodes to come. Hopefully you join us for those next 50. That being said, we do have an exciting announcement. We have launched a coffee page. Yes, that's ko-fi page. There's no pressure to do so, but if you want to toss a coin to your witchers, that's us. You can head to ko-fi.com/themadness-table. All donations will go first toward our monthly operating costs, which include our podcast hosting software, items like that. But our ultimate dream is to be able to upgrade our setups, to be able to offer live stream recording sessions to get that sweet, sweet video content to accompany our audio. If you're not able to donate, but you want to support the show, we would just adore you if you left that 5-star review in whatever podcatcher you're currently listening in, or if you just spread the word and tell a friend. We would be eternally grateful for that support. So that's it. Until next time, when...
Madness continues.